fill that void?
I mean, it's hard to see. I mean, how much Christian gives for the program, it's really hard to equal. I mean, I wish you guys could hear some of the speeches he gives us in the locker room and stuff. He's a huge leader on the field. He's a huge leader off the field. It's just, I mean, yeah, it's a hard loss, but it's Ohio State. We got guys that'll step up and fill that role, but hopefully he'll still try to be around as much as he can and keep leading just with his presence. Because I mean Christian's just a great guy.
Michael, does something like that give you pause about what this game's all about? Though sometimes when you see your buddy laying there with a broken ankle, I mean, 2 plays from the finish.
You got to know that every single play something like that can happen to you. So you got to make sure that you're going hard every single play. And I think that's what Christian did. Is he went hard every single play. So I mean, up until this point, he can't really have any regrets about where he's at as a football player. So it's just more of just you have to understand that at any point this game can be taken from you for however long he's out, and that's just kind of puts it in perspective.
Saturday night, you seem to be playing with a lot of energy. You were busting double teams and things like this, getting in the backfield. Talk about where you are compared to this time a year ago when you were banged up yourself and stuff. But just talk about your approach to this season and how it's paying off so far.
Didn't feel like I was busting double teams, but I don't know. It's just trying to play with more technique, more effort. I don't feel like last year I played with consistent effort, and I obviously didn't have very good technique last year. So tried to really work on technique in the off season. Had to change my mindset and play with better effort so I could play for my teammates and stuff like that. So I just think I'm in a better position when it comes to technique. Obviously a little stronger, so I can handle that inside role. But then at the same time, you got Joel right next to me, and when Chris is in there, taking on double teams too, so they can't double team me the whole time. Noah's doing a great job beating his guy up, so they can't stay on me. The linebackers are flowing, so the double team's a lot shorter. So it just makes my job a lot easier that everyone around me is doing their job too.
So you're coming out of Saturday night not feeling so great about your game, or headed into Northwestern. I mean, what was your take?
I'm really critical about my game. I don't really necessarily look at the plays I make as, oh, he made a great play. I look at them as I did my job on that play. So I'm more concerned about the plays that I don't make and how to make sure that the next time I encounter plays like that, I make it.
Mike, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You just got up for a big game. Is it hard to turn around and get back up for another one?
No. I mean, that's why we come to Ohio State. Big games, night games are awesome. I think we play really well on the road. I mean, it's awesome. I don't know how many places can say they have 2 back-to-back night games, which are huge games. So I think it'll be a fun game playing against Northwestern. They're a really good team. So I think the guys are going to respond.
When did D-tackle kind of start to feel like your home? I know when you first came here, they said you could play D-end or D-tackle. When did D-tackle kind of feel like your position?
When they told me in the offseason that I was going to play D-tackle. I mean, I talked to Coach Vrabel. Was wondering whether me or Adolphus was going to play inside. I was talking because Adolphus was like 305 pounds and I was like 280.
Right.
So I was thinking I'm going to play end and he's going to play D-tackle. But as soon as he said we're going to put DD on the outside, I was like, all right, well, I guess I got to get good at D-tackle. And I guess that was the time.
Sounds like a good fit for you. I mean, it looks like a good fit. Do you feel like it's your position? Do you feel like it's kind of home now? Or?
Yeah, I think I've developed that D-tackle mentality. I've gotten the technique down a little bit better. So I recognize myself as a D-tackle more than an end now.
What is the D-tackle mentality?
Just being tough-nosed, understanding that you're going to have to take on double teams, you're going to have to beat them, and you're probably not going to be making as many plays as the linebackers and DNs and stuff.
Looking ahead, do you want to get bigger, or do you want to stay about the same size?
No, I got to get a lot bigger. I'm only about 285, can put on a lot more muscle, try to change some of fat to muscle, and I think that's very, very important to do in this off-season coming up.
Michael, how difficult is it to go on the road and be the road team at a night game, at somebody else's place, and you guys sort of like being in that role?
Yeah, I don't think it's very difficult, because especially on the road, we understand that people are going to be, that it's going to be a hostile environment. I think to a certain point we kind of like that. Obviously, we love playing in front of our fans, but I mean, playing against Cal, we had half the stadium was Ohio State. Ohio State travels very well with their fans, and I mean, we love that. So I expect that we'll probably have a lot of fans at Northwestern too. And I don't know, it's never, even last year, I don't feel like there was a single away game where guys had a hard time except maybe Indiana. I don't know what happened there, but where guys had a hard time really getting up for the game. I think we almost have more energy in away games because we understand that people are trying to beat us and that they feel like that's their opportunity.
Is there added difficulty